Hello, hey, how's it, my brother?
I'm good, dude.
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I can't see your face though. Do you
Let me
prefer?
check.
Okay.
Go.
Hola, hola, hola. Man, how you doing, my brother? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Uh,
Uh,
it's a hot Sunday,
uh,
So
hey, man, yo, dog, like spring is just around the corner,
I
man.
just went to church. We can,
Mm. Oh, you went to church?
yeah, but I'm good now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
And thanks for
Me.
accepting the invitation, man. I truly appreciate it, bro. I never thought we would be in a position where we talk to each other. I'm a fan of your
Uh,
work. I'm a fan of your work. You do amazing
really?
work. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Thank, thank. I'm
yeah.
honored.
No, that's dope. I just wanted to know, bro. Where are you from originally, my brother? The Hlela surname, I'm not familiar with it. So,
I am from Durban, so that surname is mostly spread up in Pietermaritzburg, Harrismith, and all those other regions in KZN. So yeah,
oh, okay,
I was born and raised in Umlazi.
okay.
Uh, I did my I did my primary school, high school there, and then when I had started furthering my career, I went to Johannesburg. It was in Parktown.
So, are you
Yeah.
based in Johannesburg now?
Yes, I'm based in Johannesburg, but
Mm,
I go back home once in a while, maybe
mm.
like maybe each and every month because I have property
Wow.
there. So I just
Oh,
go there to
dope.
check out the property just for renovations and development. So yeah.
Sure. And how has
So
that
you
been, man?
say
Owning property and stuff?
it's nice. It's very nice. It takes you away from the cost of renting because renting
Mm,
each nowadays is very expensive.
mm,
You pay
mm.
so much for a small apartment,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but if
That's
you
true.
have your own place, you save a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, man. I think you wanted to ask me something.
Yeah, I just wanted to know more about your page. I've
Mm.
seen a couple of videos on YouTube.
Oh,
So
sure.
what do you do exactly?
So basically, okay, the best way to explain it is I've always wanted to have a media company, right? And
Mhm.
I've always wanted to be like a Walt Disney or a Stan Lee since I was a kid, bro. And I always wanted to do my
Mm,
own comics, Obon. But
yeah.
in high school, I realized that my parents were not going to be able to afford Open Window. I wanted to go to Open Window to study animation. So
Oh. Mm,
I rather opted for graphic design. So I've been a graphic designer ever since, but I still have aspirations to have my stuff animated and my comics
mm,
published. So this
mm.
platform is basically my way of appreciating people who have the same aspirations that I do, or people who are actually doing the work already.
Mm.
And you being an animator, for instance, is something that I don't take lightly at all because I know that in our country, animation is not really, widely regarded as something that others should pursue. So when I
It's
see
hard.
people
It's
like
hard.
you doing
You're
so
you're more like a unicorn.
that's true, that's true. And how long have you been doing this for?
Yo, I'm sitting on 8 years now.
Wow, really?
I'm eight. Yeah, eight. It's been a long time. Eight.
And do you run your own
But
business?
yeah. We have a company with other two directors, which is called TRT Multimedia.
Okay.
So we do motion graphics and 2D animation.
Wow, that's
Uh,
amazing, bro.
that's
That's amazing.
that's the way you. That's the way in nowadays as an animator, you have to have your own company because
Mm,
if you are employed in a company, your creativity is going to be limited. You're not going to be
right.
doing as much. So maybe you'd have a super great idea and you take it to a company and they said, we don't like this, we don't like that. Can you dump it down?
Mm,
This is how we want you to do it. But
Right.
in a way, they're making the idea their own. You know,
Mm,
they it's more like this. They're stealing it. You know. So if you have your own company, you can just go all out. You know, just
right. Right.
yeah.
Also, those are
So
some
as
of
an
the
animal artist,
experiences that you've had in the past.
as in good or bad experiences,
I mean,
good or
I
bad.
mean that example that you just used now. Did you go through something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yes. I have.
Mm,
I have because in a maybe say you hired in a company where you're a junior animator or mid, and then you're gonna have a senior. Most animation companies have you have a junior, mid,
mm,
senior, a producer,
mm,
a director,
mm,
and then when you as a junior, because you don't have more much experience in the field,
mm.
you bring an idea, and then they take that idea, and then the senior use that idea as his or her own. So once they
Oh,
present it to the directors, and then you are no longer valued. You're not
yeah,
even in the credits. When the project comes out, you don't even see your name in the credits.
yeah. No, that's
No.
messed up. That's messed up, bro.
Yeah.
That's messed up. So, hey,
Yeah.
man, you have released some really viral videos over the years, I believe. Um, how do you feel, man, when you see people admiring some of the stuff that you've done, man?
Yo, it's like it's so overwhelming, man. I won't lie, it's so overwhelming.
Mm,
Because most of all the stuff I do, it's like basic animation. It doesn't even take me more than 3 days. Most of them like 2 days or a day. And
mm,
then when it blows up, and then people are watching it, and people who don't even know your name, will like, I wish they knew that was me. But you don't know, and you see them on WhatsApp posting it, sharing
yeah,
it,
right.
and the viewers get crazy. You get like 1 million viewers, and
Mm,
then the comments. You go to comments, I like, yo, I scroll almost hours scrolling, reading comments, and then you never
wow,
finish because of the comments. People are,
wow.
you can see that there's a huge appreciation for animation in our country.
Mm,
It's just that we don't have much animators, because
mm,
you see people say animation is for kids, but when you think about it, like you go deep, you find out that it's more of about language barrier, not that they don't like it. It's more about language barrier. If
oh, I see.
if
Mm,
if, if this animation to be presented in their own language, and then you start to understand that they get the humor now, they understand it more,
right,
and that's the
right.
reason why these animations are trending, because they're more about their language or about piano, which is something they really relate to.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Whereas
Oh, okay.
if you tell them an animation from the US, they're not gonna have much appreciation for it that much, because it's in a language that they don't understand much. For
Mm,
example, if I could tell someone a joke in English, a funny
mm,
joke, everyone laughs, it's amusing. But someone who doesn't understand English, and then you have to translate that joke to them, suddenly now it loses value.
yeah,
It's not funny anymore. It doesn't
right.
have that impact.
That's
So
true.
so in the future, if we could like put more effort on in our own language in animation, I think it can grow more. Like it can go way far.
That's true, man. So you're saying some of these videos take 3 days. So what's your approach? What do you do in those 3 days? You sketch and then you retrace, and how does that
Yeah,
work?
sketch. Actually, these videos should be more than that, because the longer you spend on an animation, the better it becomes.
Mm,
Because if you, and hence I said the basic was, when I do these videos, it's mostly reacting to anything that's trending on TikTok. And when
right.
there's something trending on TikTok, it's trending now. But next week or a few days after, no one is interested in them anymore.
Mm, mm,
So if
mm.
there's a new dance move trending, but I'm a piano now, and when you animate the video after 2 months, then
It's no
what's
longer
the point?
relevant. Right, right.
Exactly, it's no
Mm,
longer
mm,
relevant. Yeah, so you wanna create them as fast as you can, and people and they're gonna react to them as fast as they can because it's hot, it's happening, it's a trending thing out there. No,
mm, mm. But
yeah.
how did you get into animation? What inspired you to go into this venture?
You always loved animation
Mm,
since like high school, but I had no clue how it's made. You know,
sure.
yeah. I've just watched it on TV, but I didn't even research how it was made because back in the days, uh,
There
there
was no
was not
YouTube.
much internet. You know,
Mm,
yeah, we didn't have
mm,
access to the internet. You know,
mm.
and then some guys from a school called Nemisa, they came to my high school and they mentioned about it. They said they have bursaries,
Wow.
it's teaching animation, and then I went there to apply. But then when I got there, I was so shocked. Hey, so this animation is actually drawn. That's what happens on TV. Like
Right.
I thought it was,
They were
I
just
thought it was
moving.
something like
Yeah,
yeah, I was like
yeah.
so
Right.
after that I just fell in love. I got addicted. Like I couldn't
Mm,
sleep after. I just wanted to create and create and create and create because drawing was something I really loved in high school.
mm, mm, mm. Oh wow, man. And do you look up to any animators in the industry, even if it's overseas or locally?
Yeah, definitely. There's a guy called LeSean Thomas. Yeah, I've been following
Oh,
that guy for a long time.
the guy who did character designs for Boondocks, no?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that guy,
No, that
that
good.
guy's
That guy is
amazing.
good. I think he has an animated series called Cannon Busters, no?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
even have an animated series for Canon Busters. They
Mm.
did like how many episodes?
I think 12, no?
I think
Or something like that.
there are 12.
Was it 12 or 10?
I don't remember. I'm gonna check on Netflix. I don't remember.
Mm,
But
mm, mm.
he also did there's a new animated series called Yasuke.
Or
It's on
the
Netflix.
the Afro Samurai, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
so I really look up to that guy, and I also look up at Glenn Keane. Glenn Keane, who did Tarzan.
Tarzan, the Disney version of Tarzan.
Yeah, that one, the old one.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
I
so
I
yeah,
I don't know much about him. Mm.
those are the pioneers that I look up to. Deshaun
Oh, okay.
Thomas is like my all-time favorite because he doesn't only do animation, also illustrations. Because
Mm.
nowadays it's really hard to make it out successfully as an animator because you have guys from Korea. Hey, those guys
Yes.
they're fast and they're
Yeah.
good. So
Mm,
it's highly likely that you make it out as a 2D animator.
mm. So do you prefer 2D over 3D?
Definitely 2D, yeah, definitely 2D.
Yeah. 2D
Because
is the one. Yeah.
3D is very technical. You need to know you need to know how to use the keyboard and mouse. You need to be very good. And you almost have to be the same as an IT technician. Yep.
Mm, mm,
You
mm.
know, whereas 2D it's more about art. It's like it's art.
Right. And what
Yeah.
programs do you use? Do you use Adobe Animate or do you use what's this one? Toon Boom? Um,
I use three programs.
okay.
It's Illustrator
Mm-hmm.
for 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 illustrating characters because I first sketched them out on a page
Mm,
and then but I do have a digital tablet, but I'm very old school, so
mm,
how we did it back in the back in the days, we draw on a page and then scan and then send it to your computer. So
Mm.
I draw on the page, take a photo, and then put it to Illustrator, and then start making that drawing digital. And then
Right.
I send it to Adobe Animate, which is like the second program. The Adobe Animate is where you animate all your stuff, make the character move, and then once you're done, I send it to After Effects. After Effects is where you put your glows, shadows, sunlight, everything to make it live and beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you found that things like load shedding have maybe affected your production schedule? You know, you could be have finished a project a lot quicker, but now you have to deal with load shedding or something like
Not really, because the laptop I use, it's a Lenovo. You know, Lenovo's they're very good with batteries, so the battery lasts
that.
quite a long time.
Mm,
You
mm,
know,
mm,
that's a long time. Unless I have like really, really huge projects where there's a rendering that takes almost the whole day, and then
mm,
that becomes that becomes a problem. But
mm.
for any artist, that definitely recommend they get an inverter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Definitely,
I agree
because
with you.
besides not finishing your work, you can also lose it. Like computers crash. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
nowadays we rely too much on digital storage, and computers crash. When it crashes and you haven't backed up online,
you have to
feels
start
like
all
a
over
train smash.
again. Mm,
I
mm,
there I've had projects where you go to Google Drive and you can't find them. You go to emails, you can't find them, and
mm.
then you have to start all over.
And does the client understand, or does it sort of make do you lose clients because of stuff like that, or do they understand?
You have to make them understand. You have to make them understand because
Mm,
you build a relationship with your client. Your
right,
your client is not your friend. It's like your manager. So you have to
right,
respect your client and
right.
you explain to them what's going on, and then you just put out your word and you be responsible that you're gonna deliver.
Mm, mm,
Now
mm.
it's because
And
these people
mm,
these people actually provide your bread. You know, they
yeah,
put bread on your table. So
that's
you have to
true.
respect them.
That's
Yeah.
true. And what are some of the challenges that you have experienced with clients? Because obviously clients are not the same. Have you had some challenges there?
Yeah, yeah, a lot. It's mostly people who have no information about animation, so they want everything done quick,
Mm.
with quality. So they want it perfect and fast. It's like magic,
Right,
and
right.
it almost gets to a fight because you end up because you can tell this person like is disrespecting me.
Mm,
This craft is hard. Not
mm,
just anyone can do it. You know, it's
yeah,
really hard. So most of them do just think you're slacking off.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. And chances
but
are they're not the only client. You're probably like working on other projects as well.
yeah, no. If you have other clients, you have to. If a client is paying really well, you have to focus only on them
Okay.
and be loyal. You know,
Mm,
because you can't be given a project for 100,000 and then you put the project on the side because you wanna focus on the projects that's paying you 6,000.
right,
You know,
right, right.
so, so yeah, you have to be loyal. You stick to that project, you finish it, and then you can start focusing on other projects.
So for the business that you guys are running, do you also provide script writing services? Let's say someone comes in and says, "Guys, I have an idea. I only have an idea. I cannot write, I cannot
Hmm.
draw, but I have an idea and I'm willing to pay." Do you guys then provide writing services, character design services?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because animation, it needs a team. It's not something you can do by yourself. The
Right.
TikTok videos that are trending that you do for 2 days, Yeah, you can do by yourself, but a huge
Right.
project, you look in an animation for like 5 minutes or more.
Mm.
You need a big team there, so you definitely need people to give you hands.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Okay, no man, that's really interesting. And you're doing this full time, I'm assuming that you don't have any other. It's not like you have a 9 to 5 and you're doing this after hours, right? This is like your the thing that you're
I do
pushing
have
the
a
whole
nine to
time.
five.
Oh
I do have a
wow.
9 to 5.
Okay.
So I'm working for Orlando Pirates.
Oh wow.
So I'm
Okay.
sure you've noticed. Now they have illustrations, they have animations. You can check them out on their Instagram page
Mm.
and Twitter. So I'm working for them. We're just adding animation just to strengthen the fan base, bring more
Mm.
fans,
Mm.
make the team bigger, and attract
Right.
younger people. Because
Right.
younger people they're not interested in sports,
Mm.
soccer
Mm.
specific. So
Mm.
once we
Mm.
add animated elements, and then we can have their attention.
And how has
Yeah,
that been so
dude.
far? Are you guys getting the attention that you have planned on getting? Are you getting those comments and
Yes, yes,
feedback?
yes. Yes, we have like on they also have a Facebook page, right? So Facebook page is where you get more young people compared to Instagram or Twitter, because
Mm.
Facebook is very light on data. So
Mm.
we do
Mm.
get young people there. They comment, they love the work, and they are very excited to see more.
Right.
Yeah, it's going really well. The only problem is that it's fitting with the creatives inside, because, as I mentioned, most of them they've been with sports. They don't understand how digital art is done or animation.
Mm.
So they
Mm.
tend to rush the work. And with
Oh,
sports, everything is fast. Everything is uploaded daily. So
right.
you have to be on your tippy toes.
Sure. So if anybody, man, is looking at your work and they say, "Wow, this is exactly what I want to do," what advice would you give that person who's watching and they really want to follow your stuff?
And advice I give them is that um put in that work.
Hmm.
I know people can discriminate this craft, saying you won't make a good living out of it, but actually you can. I know people who made a good living out of this, so they can. You just need to be creative,
Mm.
and you don't need to be really a really good artist. Just need to be creative,
Mm.
and then you also need passion, because
Right.
passion, creativity and passion. For example, if I say creativity, you can be good, you can draw well, you can animate well, but people always wanna see something different.
Yeah.
We live in a time where we get bored easily. So people
True.
always want to see something new. That's why if you go to TikTok or any social media, you always keep scrolling, seeing the next thing, scrolling and scrolling, because you get bored
Mm.
easily. So you need to be creative. You need to have ideas. Just make sure that if you have an idea, wake up every morning with an idea, write it down. Uh, that's how you practice every day. That if you have an idea, you use it. Don't just
Mm.
keep it to yourself.
Mm.
Mm, Like,
Mm.
express that creativity. And
Mm.
what I say with passion, uh, with passion, there are people who are in this craft and they earn really well,
Right.
but they no longer love the craft, because if you don't have passion, then it feels like you were working for nothing. There's nothing that's gonna inspire you to wake up in the morning and go do it. There's
Right.
salary coming in, money coming in every month,
Mm.
but there's no motive, there's no passion pushing you to go for it. So that
Mm.
is the two things we need: creativity and passion. So it's a very fun career. So anyone wants to do it, I'd say do it.
No, that's truly amazing, man. Thank you for that. I hope whoever's listening will be able to take that
Mm.
information going forward. You mentioned that you come from church, man. Do you believe that this is what you were destined to do? This is something that God wanted you to do, or do you think that there's something else that you need to deliver to the world?
Yes, definitely. I think so. I think I think everyone has their own superpower or skill, you may
Mm,
call it, you know.
mm,
Because when we were young, I think we were 2 years old or a year.
mhm.
Uh, my father would come back home from work with these papers from work.
Okay.
I'll just scratch those papers with a pen, and then it
Yo,
becomes messy.
yo, yo, yo,
So
yo.
my dad wanted me to give me a huge beating, but my mom would say, "No, don't. There's
Mm,
something there. Maybe it's gonna become a writer or an artist."
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
And then here I am. I mean, I draw for a living now.
Does your dad remind you of that day? Like, hey, man, do you remember that day?
No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Actually,
Oh,
he wasn't that much of a fan of art. He would just
mm,
say, "Oh, you just work for the municipality."
yeah.
All the people. But my mom was the one who really, really believed in it. So
Mm,
see,
mm.
I think I took it from her. So yeah.
Oh, okay. And
So
do you? Sorry, please
yeah,
continue.
everyone is a destiny. Yeah, everyone is a
Yeah,
destiny. Everyone.
yeah, that's true. Do you have aspirations of maybe collaborating with your Nickelodeons, Disneys, and
Yes,
all these
definitely,
people?
definitely, definitely. Nickelodeon, I've loved it a lot. Loved it a lot because the animations in Nickelodeon, it's so nice, and most of them like they're basic animations which are very limited, but they're so fluid that it's done perfectly. Yo, it's
Mm,
it's
mm.
amazing. Yeah, that would be a dream come true. That I think that's gonna be my last pet in this career. Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You also mentioned anime. Do you have other studio? Do you have studios from that side that you look up to as well? Like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, I know it by
Hayao
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know those guys. I love them. I love them when they did Spirited Away.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've been following them ever since.
Oh,
And those
wow,
guys are
man.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've
No.
watched all the 2D movies, all of them.
Wow.
And I love how Hayao Miyazaki became a perfectionist. There's something
Hmm.
wrong. He tells his animators that it's not good.
Yeah.
Start afresh.
Yeah.
This is what we're
Yeah.
pushing for.
I think for Princess Mononoke, he had to redo like over 1,000 sketches because he didn't like what they did,
Mm,
and he didn't himself.
exactly. Exactly. And
Sure.
that's the thing. That's the thing about animation. Even if you go to my laptop, besides all the animations you see on TikTok, there's a lot that I've did that I've never posted, I've never uploaded because I don't like them. You
Yo,
know.
even after all that work.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's even I even did uh rigs that are ready to be animated for Sizok. You know the episode called Sizok?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. The one on Moja Lab. Ne?
Yeah, but I did with Polan. I wanted to do something for TikTok. It was a perfect rig. It looks funny. It looks exactly like him as a cartoon character. I wanted to do
Hmm.
it, but the animation I didn't like it. It's whack. I was like, no, I'm not gonna post this. It's just gold my standard, you know.
Right, right.
There's a lot. I even was gonna do a music video with Stoke, teacher Stoke, but
Mm,
I looked at the work involved. Like I know from what we agreed when financially, and I'm gonna
yeah.
if it's wet and it goes out there, It's gonna destroy my
Yeah,
name. Yeah.
right.
So
No, I
it
get you.
will not.
I get you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, man. So you do hip hop videos as well, animated hip hop videos as well.
I've never only did it once. It's something that I had never done.
Mm. Which project was this?
Oh, I forgot the guy's name. But he's not popular yet. So I wanted just to try an animated music video.
Oh,
Which was
okay.
the worst thing to get in the industry. You rather have people who know your face first. But I love a live footage video.
Mm,
And then once you're popular, people know your face, and then you can start doing animated music videos. Yeah,
I
but
get you.
when you came with an idea, I accepted it. There's no bad idea when a client comes with them. It's just that if it fails, if their motive fails or not, there's nothing you can do as an animator. You did your part
Mm,
making by making the project.
no, that's absolutely
Yeah.
true. And I'm fascinated by a band like Gorillaz, where they started with animation from the get-go, and that's how we know them. We know that
Mm,
band
mm,
as an animated band, which is
mm. With
which is
Gorillaz, it was
unbelievable.
different because their music was their music was really good. The music was
Mm.
really, really, really good. And with them, they're in this thing that you want people to know their music, but they don't want people to know what they look like.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
So I think they wanted their music to be famous, but they were not very fascinated by fame. So they just did gorilla characters and then just put them on a music video. And then
Mm,
it worked really well. It worked really well.
mm, mm. No, that's true. I know you've mentioned that you have other two other partners in the business. What advice would you
Yeah.
give to someone who's running an animation company? Maybe they're not animating, but they're running the company.
When they're coming on their own.
Yes.
I would say they should start putting their work out there online because
Okay.
the online industry would work as your own marketing. Just put your work everywhere, whether
Mm,
it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. People are gonna DM you for business. They say, "Hey, I saw your work. I'm
right.
really interested.
Mm,
And can you work on a project together?" Even to this day, I always get DM on TikTok. People saying they wanna do business. Most of them are come with good money. Some of them come with not bad money, but there's always people. So if you have a
mm,
company, just put your work out there. Make sure it's seen, it's known.
right.
Even if
Right.
even if you feel like that this work doesn't go to standards, it's not you up to the quality that you desire. Just put it up there. Someone is gonna like it. Someone is gonna like it.
Mm,
Just put it up there. Yeah.
no,
I'm
that's
not
very true.
not saying, not saying you should be a perfectionist like most of us, but if you're running a business by yourself, you don't have much extra hands. So just put
Mm,
your work out there. Uh, this is how it worked for Jonas Lechanyan. He's a very good friend of mine. He did Nokomata
yes. Yes.
for me. When he started, I remember back in college when he started, the guys I went to school with used to laugh at his work, say, "Hey, this guy's work, so it's work." But then throughout the years, he improved, started getting gigs at MTN,
Yes. Yes.
TV,
That's true.
yabo, Chicken Licken,
Mm.
and now he's laughing all the way to the bank. And there are people
And
who were laughing at him back in the days,
and
you
I think
know?
he got an award, ne? I think he got an award. Was it last year or two
Yeah,
years back? Mm,
yeah, he
mm.
did. Did, did.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
man. That's truly that's truly amazing. I didn't know you guys know each other. That's great. It's good to
Yeah,
have
Metro
people.
School.
You went to
If,
the same
if you
school?
could see some, no, 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 no. We started talking like it was 2019 or 2018. Yeah, we started chatting there and then we met. We worked together. If you could
Okay.
pay attention to his recent animations,
Mm.
You see that they have my styles. I started doing animations for him,
Oh
and then
wow.
changing the characters, changing how Komashaba looked, and Don, all his characters. I changed them,
Oh wow.
and I changed the animation. Yeah, so we've worked together for a long time.
Oh, that's dope, man. Do you ever go
Yeah,
through creative block?
creative block.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm familiar with it.
Really? Like where you don't know how you should create a character or like you're just stuck. You just feel like you're stuck. You can't go forward.
Or if you create a character and then you stuck to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has happened. It
So
happens a lot.
how do you deal with that though? What do you do?
Best thing to do is start again. Start again, even
Wow.
if it's start again 3 times.
Mm,
Because
mm,
your first sketch is not usually your best. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like you sketch something now, you're gonna immediately fall in love with it.
That's
It's
true.
highly
That's
impossible.
true.
Highly impossible. So it's
Mm,
best to do over and over and over and over until you
mm.
get it right. Because if you're not familiar with that, hey, you're gonna meet clients. You're gonna hey, there's clients out there. They can make you draw the same character 10 times. You give them as and let's say, I like it. It's close to what I wanted, but can you change his ear? His want his ear to look like this, and then you change the ear. I like the changes, but can you change his mouth? I'd like his
Yo.
mouth to look like. And you look like, oh, time is running out. The deadline is close.
And you still have to animate this guy.
Hey, hey,
Ish. Gosh, my
uh,
brother, unfortunately we've run out of time, but thank you so much, man, for your time. I really, really admire your work, and I hope whoever's watching this will get a chance to actually see your work everywhere. Where can people check out your stuff, man?
definitely TikTok. Just search the cartoon guy on TikTok.
The cartoon guy. No,
The
no
cartoon guy.
underscore, nothing. Just straight the cartoon guy.
Just with a space. The cartoon, all spaces, 2 spaces. The cartoon guy.
Oh, okay.
Gonna get
Okay.
yeah. Cartoon
No,
guy
my
is very
brother.
popular. Is known.
No, my brother. Thank you so much. I hope maybe we can chat another time.
Well,
Because yeah, I
thank you.
really, I really learned a lot from you
Thank you for having me.
today.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much, man. No, guys, thank you once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please follow this brilliant man. And yeah, I'll definitely see you on the next one. All right, cheers.